Good afternoon. This is Reverend Natalie Jean, and we're back with you with the Emma Curtis Hopkins movement. So today I wanted to talk about this freedom of mind, setting yourself free, just being loose and fancy free. In our travels, in our spiritual journey, we will oftentimes have many different teachers. We will learn many great things from these teachers, but then at a certain point, there's time for us to move on. Those ministers that like to latch on to their students and try to tell them that it's, not time for them to move on, you really need to, as an individual, figure things out for yourself. If you think you feel the need to stay with these ministers or preachers or whoever is helping you, then that's what you should do. But the answer will always come to you. It's not them telling you what you need to do, but it's you telling yourself what you need to do. And there are many teachers out here in the world. We learn many different things. I've had several teachers to teach me many different aspects of spirituality. And once I figured out that it was time for me to go, I made the decisions for me to move on and do my own thing and learn some other things as well. Now, in doing that, sometimes things will be revealed to you. The truth of the way people think about you will be truly revealed to you at that given moment. When I decided to work on my own path through different teachers or just learning things on my own, people started to say things like, I thought I knew everything. They couldn't understand why I would leave certain things, because some people put other people on a pedestal. And I've done the same thing in the past. And you know what? That was very detrimental to my spiritual journey. Because while I was supporting other people, all I could think of was doing these things for these individuals. I never thought about the things that I needed to do for myself. I never thought about making myself happy. I never thought about seeking my own passions and destiny. My thing was to revere these individuals and support their missions and their destinies. And then I had to do a lot of self-evaluation to realize that these people came into my life for a reason, to teach me, to impart the wisdom and the knowledge that they had on Emma Curtis Hopkins, on Melinda Kramer, on New Thought. And I am very grateful for these people that have come into my life to teach me these things. But at the same time, there was a point where I needed to leave. There was a point where I was bored. I wasn't listening anymore. I needed something new. I needed something fresh. I needed something relevant. And so I focused on the aspects of Emma Curtis Hopkins, which has been a true joy to work with. And I read sometimes Melinda Kramer's teachings, and I am always researching more stuff on New Thought and the older stuff in the 1800s, because I feel they are very relevant today. But yet, in all the teachings that I've been taught, they teach you that you're supposed to support the student's journey when they feel that it is time for them to move on. And at the same time, you will say, you know what? Go on the loose and learn what you can learn and understand what you can understand. I will always be here for you. When I have left situations, they have said, oh, you left me, this, that, and the other. I really don't have time for that. If they really understood the aspects of spirituality, they would understand that my journey is continuous, that I have not left anybody, but I have decided to focus on my own goals, my gifts that God has given me. Upon this spiritual journey, there are those that have told other people, why would you keep talking to Natalie? Assuming that that person needed something from me, because that is what it has always been. I've always been that person to give everything to everybody. Whenever they needed me to research this, that, and the other, I got these things for these individuals. Now people are questioning, well, we don't need her anymore, so why are you friends with her? You would think that aspect would be that I was used. But I decide to change the face of that and say I was there to do a job. and I did it well. Now, these are spiritual people that are focused on the aspect of what is Natalie doing? Um, why would you be friends with her? And so people really don't understand me. People don't know me. There are very few people that really truly know the person that I am. And anybody that knows me will know that I am a giver. I'm very much a giver. I give from my heart. And even as a child, my focal point was always making sure that others were happy before I understood that I needed to make myself happy as well. I love people. I love all walks of life, and I'm here to guide them. But what changed in me was the fact that I couldn't be controlled anymore. I couldn't be told what to do. And I won't lie, I'm the same type of person that went to see people that could read for you, to see what they saw. And every time there was always a different message that was given to me. And these people are good. They're very good at what they do. But I realized that I didn't need to go see these people anymore because I was in charge of my destiny. But do I think these people are necessary in the world? Sure, because there's people that love them. There's people that need that in their life. But when I decided to take this step outside to say, I'm going to lead my life the way God has shown me to lead my life, it was like I slapped the people in the face. But I was only doing what God told me to do. And I bring this message out is because if anybody's going through life right now where they feel that they are burdened, where they feel that they cannot move on from their current situation, current teachers, you can. I have a student from London who has been taught by some other teacher. And the teacher was extremely disrespectful to her in this spiritual teaching. Just totally disrespectful. And so she found me, and she found the teachings of Emma Curtis Hopkins, which she loved. And she decided to leave those teachings to come and study with me on the many aspects of Emma Curtis Hopkins. And she enjoys it. She loves it because it opens up so many things, and there's no negativity in her life anymore. She says she feels so positive. Things are moving in her life. And I do not disrespect her. I encourage her. I motivate her. I tell her who she is as a child of God. But I also remind her she needs to find the things that feed her, that move her, that work her life. I am never going to tell anybody that, Emma's the way. There's no way that I can do that. There are so many teachings out there in the universe for so many people to learn from. Beautiful teachings. You've got to find that thing that shakes you up, moves you. Look, you can go into Mormonism. You can go into Jehovah. If that's the thing that moves your life, I say go for it. Divine science, religious science, Christian science, spiritual science, go for it. But find that thing that really is going to allow you to be love. That's going to set your mind free. That's going to be the catalyst for you to not always listen to what others want you to be, but for you to listen to who you are as a child of God. I refused to be boxed in by what people want me to be. As a child growing up, I used to do everything that everybody told me to do. And I had no love for myself growing up, and I could admit that. Now I'm bold. I say what's on my mind. I try not to disrespect people, but I ask people not to disrespect me as well. I am not a follower. I choose to be a leader. I lead people and guide people to the aspects of truth. Now, is that me being conceited? No, I'm speaking my truth. This is what I do. This is what you can do also. God is good. God is great. This is what I know. This is what I understand. There can be nothing else but God at that very moment. I choose to embrace everything around me. I do not bring people down in their thinking. People can think whatever they want. But I am going to go on and follow the words of God that I know. I am going to be loved. I am going to embrace who I am. I'm going to love everything about me, whether others do not. And this is what you need to do for yourself. You need to love yourself beyond any measure. It really doesn't matter what other people think. It really doesn't. What matters is what you believe about yourself, and you project that out into the universe. The best that you can be will always be love. Namaste. Namaste.